Kenneth, SBM Boxing. Let's speak boxing. Ricky the Hitman Hatton officially out of retirement. He's stepping back into the ring. Ricky Hatton's officially out of retirement. He's set to step into the ring November 24th, 2012. Now let's talk about Ricky Hatton. For those that don't know, that you should know if you watch boxing, he's former champ, 2-division champ. He's making a comeback after 3.5 years. He was retired for 3.5 years, and he's stepping into the ring. He's not fighting a fluke. He's actually fighting a former welterweight champ, Senchenko, which I'll get into. Who is Senchenko? The fight is scheduled to be 10 rounds. It's not your 12th-round bout. It's 10 rounds in the welterweight division in Manchester Arena, which those who know Ricky Hatton, exciting, explosive fighter, it's his hometown. Ricky Hatton's hometown in England, Manchester, England. And, going to England, I always like watching fights in England overseas, besides Vegas and stuff like that. England has a good backing, and it's good. It's good for boxing to see, the home crowd just cheering on Hatton and see him pull up the victory, Hatton's comeback was announced earlier this month, but the opponent was kind of in the air who he's going to take on. I know there was a lot of controversy or a lot of speculations for, Mayweather return or Mayweather rematch or that didn't happen, actually fell through the cracks. But not till this past Friday in the news conference, he announced that he was going to go ahead and take on Senchenko. Senchenko, he's 35 years old. Hatton's turning 34 this week or next week. I think it's this week. And Hatton's nothing but excited to be back in the ring. This dude looks good. His last conference, abs don't lie. You can look at every single weigh-in. You can have an idea how much work a fighter put in. Not too much on the arms, not too much on the physique, but the abs. For the guys that work out, at 34, mid-30s and stuff like that, your abs, you really got to put in some serious work to chisel up them abs. And Ricky Hatton, he's a butterball, man. You can tell as soon as he retired, he started putting on a lot of weight. Beer belly and stuff. You start seeing him in all these conferences and stuff like that. He's a fat boy. He likes his donuts and ice cream and stuff like that. This guy, he likes to eat. But he took off his shirt in the conference, and this guy was ripped. He was chiseled. He's back in action. He actually looks like he's in better shape than he was when he fought Pacquiao. But anyways, I'll get into that in a little bit. But anyways, he's definitely excited. He went quote unquote. He said, "I can't wait to step into the ring, and I'm sure Senchenko will give me a good fight." And he's 100% confident that he's going to pull off the victory. Hatton, he's 45-2, 32 KOs. He's the former junior welterweight world champion and the former welterweight title holder. And he hasn't fought. His last opponent was Manny Pacquiao, who knocked his ass out unconsciously. And it's hard to come back off a fight like that, You got knocked out. It's psychologically you're shot. He emotionally drained, and that's why Hatton just went to that path, and he just got messed up when he was in retirement, and he was basically going up to the committee, and they were reviewing his docs, reviewing his case, and stuff like that, and making sure he was clean and he was good to go. Because psychologically, you're drained. You hit rock bottom. You were on top of the world. You were undefeated when you took on Mayweather. Mayweather gave you your first loss. Yeah, you did a comeback. You fought Paulie. It was good, and then you just get knocked out, And it wasn't like a regular knockout. It was a knockout it's a scary knockout. Caught him in the chest, neck, out cold, and it just takes the chip off, It just messes you up, because once that happens, it's still in the back of your head. No matter how much training you've done, you just feel like it could happen, since it did happen once, and you just don't want it to happen again. And more likely, it might happen again. But a lot of fighters can't make. Aren't the same fighters just come back, It happened to Roy Jones. It recently happened to Paul Williams. Paul Williams I would have loved to see Paul Williams come back after fighting Sergio Martinez. Sergio Martinez knocked him out, between Pacquiao's knockout, Sergio Martinez, Amir Khan. That Amir Khan knockout, just had them knockouts are sick. But Amir Khan got up and he started fighting, but them knockouts are just ridiculous. It happened to Roy Jones as well. Roy Jones was never the same fighter. It happens, Lennox Lewis got his ass knocked out, but he came back and whipped some ass. But it's just hard. But anyways, long story short, I have high hopes, and I wish the best for Ricky Hatton, and hopefully he'll come back. It's been a long layoff. He is 45-2, so he does have a good record. Like I said, Hatton's only defeat was before Pacquiao was Floyd Mayweather, and December 2007. Senchenko, he's 32-1 with 21 KOs, so he has a little bit of punching power at the one. He used to be the 147 champ back in 2009, and he had several successful defenses, but he was stopped in the 9th round against Paulie Malignaggi, and Hatton stopped Paulie. Hatton stopped Paulie in the 9th round. And that was a championship fight in 2008, and then Hatton went ahead and fought Pacquiao, and that's all she wrote. But anyways, is it good for boxing? Yeah, I like to see Ricky Hitman Hatton. I like his style, man. I like his character. He has a big back. I like to see him fight. Why? Because this man's ready to brawl. He brings the fight. But anyways, guys, this is Kenneth, the SBM Boxing. Subscribe, friend request. Let me know what you guys think. You think it's a good move? It's good for boxing for Hatton to see Hitman come back? Do you think he's going to pull off the upset victory? Or do you think he's going to, after this victory, is he going to be back in the spotlight? Or it's all for show? Or you think this is just going to be a one-time fight and he's just going to go back to retirement because these guys out there are just ruthless? After Manny Pacquiao, after Floyd Mayweather's out the picture, can Hatton continue to defend and come out with victories? It's very competitive right now, and boxing's very exciting. But anyways, guys, tune in. This is Kenneth.